Hello everyone, it's Ben from VG Blaster. I'm doing something a little different today. I'm doing obviously face cam. I'm going to do a live reaction to today's ban list. I have woken up a little late, but I managed not to check social media yet, and so I don't know what's on it. What are my expectations, I suppose? First of all, when is this going to kick in? So we're a week and a half behind the Japanese list. The Japanese list kicks in the 1st of October, which is in a week's time. Are English going to just give us a week's notice? They're going to give us a bit longer? Are they going to give us? Are they just going to do it after BCS season ends and have it in place for Worlds? I don't know. I'm for my BCS. I'm in the UK. Mine's in Leeds on the 21st and 22nd of October. So I'm kind of hoping it's in place for then. If they're going to copy some Japanese stuff, make it more interesting meta, I suppose. But we'll see. So yeah, the date's going to be very interesting. In terms of formats, standard, I don't think they're going to hit anything. The Japanese side didn't hit anything. We're behind them anyway. I don't think anything's out and out best deck. You've got Gravidia doing really well. Flagberg's been doing okay. Then you've got Nirvana, Seraph, Bruce. All really strong decks. All, if they're piloted by good players, all can beat each other. So I don't think there's a problem with standard. V Premium. Now the way my BCS is I had a choice between standard and V Premium, and then day 2 is just Premium. So I've decided to play standard just because I don't know, maybe not sounds bad. I do enjoy standard. I like the format. I just don't want to apply so much brain power across 2 days, I suppose. I really want to focus on a bit on Premium. So I'm playing standard, and I think I'm just enjoying standard a bit more. There's less to kind of plan for. I'm more familiar with the card pool. So yeah. V Premium. Once again, I don't think they hit. I don't think they hit anything in the Japanese side. Are they going to change anything? I'm not playing the format, but I know Steam Maidens are a massive issue. I don't know if anyone was surprised by this over the weekend when they dominated top cuts. I think people in the know knew this was going to happen. You give them strong multi attacks on top of the force markers with a full turn guard restrict for basically no cost, or the cost even helps make their plays. It's just crazy. It's far too strong. The conversion rate was ridiculous. I think one tournament 8 people entered with it and 5 made top cut, and then it was just so 5 in one top cut. The other top cut had 6 Steam mains, I believe, and there was always at least 2 or 3 in the top 4. So if there's going to be a hit in V Premium, it's got to be that. What else? I don't know. Not Gurgwit. Percival maybe. Hopefully choice restricted instead of an outright ban. So it can only be played in a Bluish Flame grade 3 lineup. But then obviously that restricts other ways of other grade 3s. Or it can't be used with Holy Shine and Gurgwit. I don't know. We'll see. That'll be very interesting. What else? Not really sure. Like I say, I'm not really into that format at the minute, so we'll just see on that. Premium. I'm hoping to see a copy of the Japanese list. Please copy the Japanese list. Get MFD, get Odysseus, Ripples, chuck them out. Get them out of the format. Don't want to see them. Those decks are wholly unfair. You can argue, well, MFD can brick. Yeah, it can. But getting 2 extra turns, ridiculous. In any card game, any format, having 3 turns total without your opponent being able to do anything, ridiculous. Get it out. Ripples, crazy. The amount of acceleration, just there's no way to fundamentally deal with that many attacks. Now, this is probably going to sound hypocritical because I've got my little friends sat down here. I am a Narukami main. I have been since original BT10 when Eradicators originally came out. Love the deck, love the clan. Brawlers is still my favourite deck of all time. I'm really hoping they come back soon. I assume they will eventually if they carry on with V-Support. But when we transitioned to a multiple format game, I got rid of everything except Narukami and Tachikaze because they're my 2 favourites, but Narukami is far and above my favourite clan. So, I don't want to see any hits, but I'll understand it. I understand why people are frustrated with the deck. There's very little counterplay. There's so many ways of playing it. You can switch your focus, you can do that. So it's also kind of I don't know what they're going to hit that's going to be effective. Are they going to choice restrict the 2 strides? Are they going to just limit Stunverse? That's a lot of people are calling for. Stunverse to 1 is what a lot of people are asking for. But then like it just forces, so that like it kind of stops Vanquisher being massively dominant, stops vowing EDD to a degree, but then it just makes your opponent go. It makes you go, well, I'm going to play what's arguably the best build anyway, which is Exterminate Steve, which is really consistent. All you have to do is just ride Exterminate, ride Steve, stride into Exterminate. You're going to get at least draw 2, 20k to the front row. You're going to, because that's that build, you're going to have some restanders in there. Yeah, it's still going to be the strongest deck, arguably, in the format. So I don't know what they're going to hit. If they're going to hit Narukami, it's going to be interesting. I'm a little scared. We'll see. Anything else for premium? Probably not. I think they're the biggest things you see in. If you get rid of if you get rid of MFD Ripples, it opens up a lot of different decks for people to play, because they don't have to make a deck that has to play against that, which is why Narukami is very, I mean, it's good in general, but it's also good because it's probably one of the only decks that has a good kind of counterplay to those decks. But yeah, so let's get into it. So the first time using OBS, so hopefully this works. I've loaded up weekly bites because I believe they're usually shared on here. So let's just gently scroll down. Weekly bites. If I maximize this, does it? No, it just literally maximizes that one slide. I can't scroll. Okay, we'll scroll down delicately. So, introduce new cards, animation. It doesn't mention the ban list here. Should be out today though, unless it's not out till later on. So animation stuff, zero stuff. Set 7. Whoop whoop, very exciting. Cards from the thing, fights on the YouTube channels, decks featured. October 7th, this is going to be interesting. For my BCS, just as a side note, the Blazing Dragon won't be legal, but the trial decks will, which isn't that I think any of these 3 decks are going to be prevalent, but it is the fact if they do the promo Sentinel, the Order Sentinel, if we get them, if the distribution is better than they were in Japan, well, they're actually going to be in the trial decks. That's going to be interesting, because everyone will have access to that. So it's not on here, so it's probably on Twitter. So let's go to there. Let's scroll down. It was probably there, but I didn't see anything. Let me tap down very slowly. So there's Weekly Bites, episode 13. People I should be following. Do I not follow Derek Dowan? Sorry. Let's fix that now. Oh, Fighters Rule. Oh, okay, it's here. Okay. The English Fighters Rule has been updated. These updates will be effective October 10th. Okay, so they are in place for my BCS. Very interesting. So I guess there's 1 or 2 BCSs that won't see this list, which will be interesting. But yes, it will be effective for the UK one. So that's interesting. So that's okay. Let's just look at the slides. Let's go. Okay. Standard, no update, as predicted. Not surprised. V Premium, Percival gone. Okay, Percival, they just got rid of it. They didn't bother with the choice restrict. Just gone. Really sorry, Bluish Flame players. That's quite sad for them, but fine. It's still getting abused even at 1, so having it gone is fine. Kagachirashu, is that how you say his name? Don't know why they've banned completely. It was a thing in Japan. There was a list that was around, and then they just got rid of it to kind of stop it. Never saw any kind of play on the English side, from what I can tell. So fine. Next slide. That can't be for V Premium, I don't think. Okay, it's not. Okay, Charon, unrestricted. That's cool for Luard. I hate Luard. I'm sorry, I really hate Luard in any format. I don't know why. I've never liked the deck aesthetically. Fine, it looks nice, but yeah, it's just, I don't know. I've always disliked Luard, but then again, I know Narukami is other people's version of Luard, as it is for me. So fair enough, but fine. Yeah, give it something. It kind of got it out of the format. This choice restrict is still in place, so it's not out and out bonkers like it used to be, but fine. Ellie, unrestricted. Okay. Is that a little annoying? I don't think so. I don't think that's a problem. But QTA being restricted, good. Very good. Great. Yeah, that's cool. If that's a free premium, that's interesting. I mean, Steam Maiden meta. Luard maybe now can kind of match it. It gets a bit of more disadvantaged. Ildonna helped it a lot in the last set, so that'll be interesting. Is that it? Oh, premium. Yep, that's it. Okay. Odysseus gone. MFD gone. Nazari. Okay, and Ruination to 1, and that's it. Let's break that down slowly. So Odysseus gone. Good. Yeah, I've talked about that. I talked about this in the opening. Yeah, they've literally just copied the Japanese one. So they've added Nazari. Nazari, we never saw Eugene's Ranch on English in any major tournament. The deck was focused on getting a lot of Great Freezing to Soul, and then just like ripping your opponent's hand away from them. Never really saw play. It was a really funny deck. A few people liked it. Prevalent people liked it on the Japanese side, but never really in English. Fine. Ruination, Order Colony still gone. MFD gone. Fantastic. But that's it, right? Is that it? There's no like second. Nope, that's it. Okay. So Narukami is safe. Which I actually have mixed feelings about, because I was thinking about this the other day, like if they just copy the Japanese list, which they have done. So I've been playtesting and and you kind of build your deck to play around the current meta. But now Narukami is the meta. So now you have to build Narukami to play against Narukami, which is going to be interesting. So I'm going to play around with that straight after I finish this video. Cool. Okay, it's my BCS is going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting on the premium side, and so it's going to be interesting to see if anything else pops up with the main offenders gone. But yeah, I don't think anyone's. What's the kind of reaction to this? Percival's problem for 2 years. Promcore is dead. Yeah, bless them. Rest in peace. That's everyone's saying. Providence Core. Bushino like he hand disrupt. That's why Kuroshigashi's gone. Bye Providence Core. Over triggers. Oh, I didn't even talk about over triggers, did I? I'll hit that in a sec. People making. I don't know. That's an MFD deck. No one really complaining about Narukami. Providence Core again. Thanks making Kagero even worse in premium. I mean, sure, sad day for Bluish Flame. Steam complained about Steam Maidens not being on there. What do we do to replace Percival? Premium Eugene, no. Where is Stunverse? Yep. Narukami runs free, I guess. Narukami tier 0. No Barakami hits is a huge oof. Yep, Barakami is far too strong. Narukami going to be menaced for a while. Luard is real. Okay, so kind of, yeah, the kind of reactions we'd kind of expect. Quickly on the overtrigger, because I actually didn't mention it all, because I don't like the overtrigger in premium. I'm not fussy about it in standard. I wouldn't mind if it was gone. Here's my quick 2 cents. But yeah, I think in premium it's just wildly. It's a lot harder to deal with. It wildly swings games. The chances of hitting it are more likely. Everyone's gone into this argument. I'm not gonna bang on the same drum everyone else is, but yeah, I kind of agree with the consensus that especially. Ideally in premium it needs to go. If it went in standard I wouldn't be torn up about it either, but it's probably not. I wouldn't keep my hopes up, even though I will whatever, I'll sign your petition, fine, but it's not going to change anything. So yeah, wrapping my thoughts upon this, I'm glad they've took some of these steps. I'm glad some things have gone. I feel really bad for anyone playing V Premium that's not planning on taking Steam Maidens, or I suppose Luard now, but I don't know without testing it how big a difference Charon's going to make. Premium's going to be interesting. Premium's just now Narukami, I suppose. Bermuda's Golds Dark Irregulars maybe. Yeah, maybe still Shadow Paladin to a degree. Who knows? It's going to be interesting, but yeah. God, I've got so much playtesting to do. So I'm going to go. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully everything worked out okay. This little nice transitional fade back to me. Other worked alright. If you have any feedback for me, I know the audio probably wasn't great on this because I'm only using my webcam audio, because my other audio device that I made for the horror video the audio seemed really low, or quiet. So I need to get a better mic, which I'll look at. But any other kind of feedbacks, please let me know. I appreciate anything to help me make the channel better. Hope I can make more videos like this. I do want to maybe look into getting my streaming working so I can stream Deer Days, which would be fun. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me on this video. What are your opinions on the ban list? Put them down below. I want to read and see what people think. Should be interesting. Does it affect your BCS? Does it not? What are you planning to do? How angry are you that Stunvis has not been hitting the auto triggers? Blah blah blah. So, thank you for watching. I've been Ben from VG Blaster, and I will see you soon.